Miss Trace. If it is your first time here, I create lifestyle content, so be that vlogs, cooking videos, unboxings, DIY projects, and more. Now, if any of that does sound interesting, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you join my community. As you would have seen at the beginning of the video, I was en route to Ottawa. I'm finally home. Yes, I'm back, and it's so good to see that Henny, he missed me. It's been about a month since I've been home, and a month is way too long. So yeah, as you saw, I was driving a torrential downpour on my way here, but we made it. Then I stopped into the grocery store because if it is not your first time here, you would know that my family, they don't leave anything in the fridge. So I'm gonna cook dinner, but we're gonna head into the kitchen real quick because in my last video, I don't know if you remember, but when we left off, I was sharing a cookie, or I was actually sharing a few places that I went, but I did say that I was gonna save the cookie that I had for last. So we're gonna do the taste test today because, as I said, I was gonna do the taste test, and it's crazy that I'm picking up the camera a couple days after, but yeah. La vie est belle. He's literally kicking me off of the sofa. So yeah, let's go into the kitchen. I'm gonna go taste test this cookie, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get changed, and then I'm going to come cook. But before that, I'm gonna wash my hands, put you guys down, and then we're gonna taste test this cookie. Okay, so I despise wearing all black when I come home because of Henny. His hair gets all over me, and I mean, it never used to be a thing because before I just always had a lint roller handy and kicking around and about and all that stuff. But the cookie in question is this here. It is a raspberry white chocolate cookie that I got from a place in Hingsington. It's Les Délices à Carreaux. Des petits délices faits à maison. So they're basically just homemade cookies that she sells. So they're at the food market there, but apparently some of the dépanneurs and convenience stores over there, you can get them. So apparently these are busting. My cousin liked it, really good. His friend had recommended it. So right here, oh, there we go. That's the cookie there. I don't know if I'm gonna eat this whole thing. I don't know if I'm gonna eat this whole thing right now, to be honest, because I want to save some for dessert for after dinner, but we'll go ahead and we'll break off a piece, or try to. That's a big piece for just taste testing. That's like almost half the cookie. But we'll see. I just want to put it back into its packaging. Maybe what I'll do is, well, my stepdad's not even supposed to have sweets. I was gonna say I'd save some for him, but that's like a generous cookie. It's like it's pretty thick, and there's little chocolate pieces all throughout. So let's go ahead. So it's gooey, but it's smooth, and you barely taste the chocolate. You taste the raspberries, and I like that. I like the fact that it's not super sweet. So if you're not like a super sweet person, these would go really well. You know, this would go really well with a cup of tea. It almost reminds me of raspberry jam. Yeah, it gives me like that jam feeling. But yes, this with a cup of tea, love it down. I don't know. Kind of almost gives me like oatmeal vibes, but I don't know if there's oatmeal in this. And not me manhandling the ingredients. Yeah. So yeah, all in all, it's tasty. I'm trying to pinpoint like exactly what it tastes like, but it's so hard. But I want to say that the raspberries, the essence of like jam. So maybe it just feels like I'm eating like a jam cookie. It's not a super crunchy cookie, so if you don't like crunchy, you wouldn't like this. But all in all, it's good. We're gonna save the rest for later. All right, so sorry if you can hear the kettle. I just put it on. I literally just changed into sweatpants. I had a pair of black sweats kicking around here, so I just threw them on. I figure I want to be a little bit comfy. My work pants they're not loose, like they're dress pants, and they're work pants. So quick little grocery haul. I figured I wanted pasta. I'm gonna make fettuccine and meatballs. So that's what I'm gonna make today. But I also picked up some Miss Vicky's dill. The dill are fire. So the dill, the jalapeno, and then I think it's sweet chili heat or sweet chili something. Those are my three go-tos. And then the original, obviously, they're a go-to if you want just something plain. I don't know if you saw when I went to the store and I was looking for the fettuccine, I couldn't find it. I looked up and down and I was like, well, if I have to, I'll get spaghetti. But I wasn't gonna buy spaghetti because I know they have spaghetti here. My stepdad loves spaghetti. I'm gonna go with an Alfredo sauce, if it'll focus. Trying to, there we go. So it's just the President's Choice Alfredo sauce. Love this one. They also have a roasted garlic one that I really love by PC. I have some cilantro, and then I just picked up some medium ground beef. As you saw, it was slim pickings for the selection of what they had. So I'm basically gonna make fettuccine and meatballs. I debated about getting something to eat, but I wasn't really craving anything for takeout wise. And yeah, you can probably hear the kettle. You can hear Henny. Okay, so I'm all finished in the kitchen. This is fettuccine alfredo and meatballs. I am so upset. I just popped off some of the gel polish on my nail. I don't know how. I was trying to flick open the lid to the Parmesan cheese, and I guess when I went to flick it, it literally cracked the top part. I saw like a tiny hairline crack on it today, so I'm really rough with my hand, so I figured I knocked my hand on something. I may or may not go get it fixed over the weekend. I'm gonna see. I really don't want my nail to break, so I might just go get it fixed and get it capped. But that's dinner here, so I'm gonna go watch some TV and just chill out and enjoy the rest of my night. So I will touch base with you guys tomorrow, so see you all tomorrow. All right, so it is the next day. I'm outside with Henny. Sorry, I just don't want to trip. The weeds have grown a lot and I don't have my sunglasses, so I want to see if I can find a shaded spot. And please ignore this cousin that's living on my face. I put a pimple patch yesterday, so it resolved the issue. Like, it took out the pustule, but I still got I still got a cousin there. So sorry, I'm just trying to play with the lighting a little bit, but the sun, there we go. I think that's a little bit better, or I think that's as good as it's going to get. Yes, I think that's as good as we're gonna get here. So yeah, I'm just outside with Henny. Henny's having a ball. I don't really like that. It's so tricky. It's like, I'm kind of like a weird muted like orange color that I don't like, but the sun is sunning. It's a really good contrast from yesterday. Yesterday, hold on, we have a glare. There, no. Sorry guys, if you're dizzy, so am I. So yeah, it's a nice contrast from yesterday. Yesterday was very much rainy, very cloudy, very mucky, very cold. So today I'm going to be spending some much needed mother-daughter time. Can't wait. Sorry, there's a hair from Henny. Yeah, that's better. There was a Henny hair on my camera lens, so that was gonna trip me up and bother me a little bit. I don't like the lighting, but it is what it is, guys. So yes, mother-daughter day. I know that she wants to look for a pair of shoes, so we're gonna do that. Then I'm gonna be filming some content for a restaurant here, so I'll take you guys along with that. I'm gonna probably film on my phone. I don't know how I feel about taking the camera. I'm probably gonna take both with me, to be honest. But yeah, I still am not used to this. I vlog outside on my camera, but when I'm in like quieter areas, I'm a little shy still when it comes to outdoor filming. So yes, I'm gonna take you guys with me to the restaurant while I film content, and then it's just gonna be a chill mother-daughter day. It's much needed. Haven't seen my mom in over a month. So yeah, I've been loving up on the fur baby, and I've been having the time of my life. I found this in the washing machine, so I'm gonna go play the whole, is it finders keepers game, because that's usually what we do in this household. Anybody who leaves cash in the washing machine after doing laundry, they know it's gone. It's not yours anymore. But I'm not a savage like that, so I'm gonna go play the finders keepers game. Maybe it'll be shopping money, who knows. But yeah, I'm gonna explain to me why. I mean, it's in their nature, but he was up under the shrub over there playing with it. Like, spaniels, they're lovers, but they're meant to hunt, and they're just meant to be little menaces. So he's over here just doing the damn thing, not the thing that he's supposed to be doing. Sorry, I'm trying to flip the screen over again so that I can see myself when I turn you guys around. I have that bandage on my nail. I don't think I'm gonna get it fixed in Ottawa, to be honest. They're probably gonna charge me like $10–15 for one nail, because I do have I have gelish foundation on here, and then I have the color, so they're probably just gonna charge me an arm and a leg to fix a nail. So I'm gonna ride a band-aid out the whole time I'm here, and then I'll fix it when I get home on Monday. I just did my nails, so yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna put this down because Henny's gonna drive me crazy, and yeah, I just wanted to touch base because it's a brand new day. So we're gonna go out, we're gonna have some fun, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. So I'll see you guys in a little while. All right, so my mom and I are heading to Winners. I actually thought it was a good day to try and find a bag for my laptop, because my old school bag is no longer gonna fit my laptop. My laptop now is a 16-inch laptop, so it is definitely gonna be too big. So we're gonna head on into Winners. so I found one bag so far. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It comes with this little attachment. It is a good price though. It fits, but I can't zip it. So with the sleeve, it fits, but I can't zip it. So I'm going to take it out of the sleeve. That's not the ideal way that I'd want to go to school with my computer. Okay, so we managed to get it to fit the top zipper. It kind of folds in. So with the sleeve, it fits. It's not too heavy, and I still have enough room in here if I wanted to put my books. And then there's compartments on the side, but I don't know. I'm gonna investigate and see a little bit more how I feel about it. But all in all, it does fit. Okay, so we're at the restaurant. I finally made it in to do the content filming. Honestly, I'm not sure how this is gonna go because the menu is very street food, bar food, and I'm honestly just here to make the content. So what I will do is I will give the remainder to my stepdad, which is what I normally always do. I'm not sure if I'm going to get copywritten for this music, so I just wanted to say that I am here, going to make the content. I'm using my camera and my phone to do the short form content, and once the food arrives, I will show you guys, but I will turn you around so you can see the atmosphere. It's really nice, it's cozy in here, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I don't even think I showed you guys the spread of the food. I will after real quick, but I just went on Instagram and I opened up this samosa. So anybody who knows that I love a samosa. If it's your first time here, then I do love me a good samosa going in with a tamarind sauce. And honestly, they're flaky and they're really good, and the sauce is not too thick. Like some places make the sauce a little bit thicker, but this one is really good. So it's like, this is actually good. My mom is here with me. I know she's not going to come on camera, but she has nibbled a little bit. She tried the naan, and I think she tried, I can't remember the name of it, but it's supposed to be kind of like a fluffy, crunchy rice. You guys heard that? She's not a fan. She doesn't like it, and I really hope I don't get copyrighted for this music, but can a girl do? So yeah, honestly, the samosa, fire, her crunchy thing, not so good, but hey, it's trial and error, right? Alright, so yeah, we've gone ahead and we've pretty much dug in. These are Frankie's. We ordered 2 orders, so they're just together. They're supposed to be a roti, but this doesn't really seem like roti to me. It seems more like a pita bread, not a roti. That was the crunchy rice that my mom said she does not enjoy. There's some naan, that's the samosa, and then that's the veg sandwich. So we have a bit of everything. Of course, I'm not going to go ahead and eat all of this. I am going to take some of it with me so that my stepdad has a generous amount of food. And honestly, I wasn't going to eat all of this, and I will touch base more and explain more in the car, but we're going to make the most out of Mommy-Daughter Day. All right, so my mom and I just finished up at Bombay Bar and Bistro. Now, let me tell you, the food was okay. Hold on, it's very sunny out, so anyway, the food was okay. I love the samosa. The dumplings I had, they were pretty good. Now, we asked for everything to be minimal spice. My mom and I, we like spicy. We can eat spicy. But the reason that I didn't want it spicy was because I was going to take the leftovers for my stepdad, and then that way he could eat them. Please tell me why everything had spice. There was not one dish that didn't hit the back of your throat and make you wonder what you were eating and if there were chilies in them. And I understand that it is a cultural thing. Indians, they cook with a lot of spice, and to them, it's nothing new, it's nothing different. Now, that rice thing that my mom said was disgusting, I have to agree. Now, Mommy, why was it disgusting?
Don't ask, you have to agree. So you agree, don't
ask her. You want to know what it is for me? What I don't like, it was a chat pot. So anybody who has had chat pot, and all of my Indians, if you are watching, any of you, I don't mean any offense by it, but chat pot is a dish that is served cold. How are you gonna make rice crunchy and then make it cold? So I'm eating soggy cornflakes, basically. I'm a textures person, so for me, I didn't like it because of that. I felt like, And I know chat pot I don't like. I've had it before at another restaurant, and it just didn't hit for me. It wasn't a vibe. So we did have a lot of food, and now I am very appreciative for these collaborations, but then there's a part of me who's like, that is so much waste. we had $60 worth of food. That's more than enough food for 2 people. Plenty of food. So I called my sister to see if I could drop it off to her. She didn't answer. Then I called one of my nieces. She said that her brother would be home, my nephew. He didn't answer. So then I texted him. He didn't answer. My sister called me back now. I'm in the car. It's too late. So that's the only thing that I don't like about being a foodie creator, because if I don't enjoy the restaurant or if I don't eat that type of food, it is very hard for me to do anything with that. Like 90% of the time I've been able to bring it home to my stepdad and he's been able to eat it, so it doesn't go to waste. But that was the only drawback for me this time, was the amount of waste. And I couldn't eat half of anything on the menu anyways because I'm lactose intolerant. So I couldn't try any of their curries. They had only one curry that didn't have lactose in it, but it wasn't up my alley for curry anyway. So that just wasn't it. I think the only thing I enjoyed was the samosa and the dumplings. And I did try a bite of that sandwich, the Frankie. It was supposed to be a roti, and honestly to me it looked like a pita that they just warmed up. So that's the only thing, but I could see this being a vibe. I could see it being a vibe for those who like that type of food, who are street foodies. Like, this would be an 80-20 rule for me. Like, I would break it if I really wanted it on that 20% when I'm deviating from my lifestyle and trying to be healthy and maintain my type of living. So on 10 stars, what would I give it realistically? I would probably give it 5 stars out of 10. Like, it's that 50% kind of good, 50% not so good, and it wasn't for me. Now my mom and we are going to head to the shopping center because I did end up purchasing that bag for my laptop, but I want to go to the mall. I want to go to another Winners, and I want to see if they have something that is a little bit bigger or the same size, but just metrics wise I'll be able to fit more things, because when I go on campus I need my laptop, I need a notebook, I need my pencil case, and I need at least a container to put food in to have a lunch while I'm there. I have a few night classes this semester, and then I have a few midday classes, so I like to be able to eat, because my lectures are 3 hours long. There's no way I'm going to sit down for 3 hours and I'm not having a snack or something, and at nighttime I'm gonna want to eat my dinner. So we're gonna go to the mall, we're gonna do that, and then we have a few other errands to run, so we're gonna go do that. And all in all, I'm happy. It's been over a month, as I said, since I've been back, so I'm just happy to be back in my city, just living. So yeah, glad to take you guys for behind the scenes. It's always fun to do that stuff. So I did post some of the stuff to my stories. If you're not following me on Instagram, please be sure to follow me there. It's with Tracy, so it's the same thing as YouTube. It's at WITHTRACEEE. Lots of E's up in there. But I'm watching somebody nervously park into this parking space. She did not turn wide enough, so I hope she corrects herself, because I am standing here. Well, not standing here. I am sitting here and I'm watching you. I may be talking to the camera, but I am definitely watching her. So yeah, mommy daughter day. Let's go do this. Also, I'm sure Henny is mad at us because we left him at home all day. So see you guys when I see you. So it is the following day. I'm getting ready to drop my mom off to work. I'm actually about to go get an oil change because I need to. It's about that time. I'm about 200, shy of 200 kilometers, and she's gonna come in here. She's been listening to this song on repeat. I don't even know who sings it. It's something about...
Good morning, Jesus.
Good morning, Jesus?
Yeah.
I might get copywritten, but anyways, give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. I guess it's somebody singing to their mother. Anyway, mother, turn off your phone. Yo, she really wants me to get copywritten. Really? Hold on, just 1 second. I had to press pause on her phone for her. She literally wouldn't. She sat there with the phone in her hand and she's sitting here giggling. So yeah, I'm about to drop her to work, and then...
Oh shit, wait, I need to leave my shoes at work. So.
Not her cussing on YouTube. Anyways, as you heard, she's gonna run inside and go get her shoes. But yeah, so I'm gonna take her to work, then I'm getting my oil change. As I said, I'm just shy of 200 kilometers, but from here to Montreal is about 200 kilometers, so I need to get an oil change anyways. I don't really do much servicing of my car in Montreal. I do it in Ottawa because I know the mechanics, I'm comfortable with them, I trust them, I have a relationship with them, so that's why I do that. So oil change, and then I'm going to meet up with a friend for dinner today. We're supposed to meet up for dinner tomorrow. She got her shift wrong, so we're gonna go and meet for dinner tonight at 6:30. So I was supposed to meet a friend for a walk, but it's over overcast and cloudy. I don't know if it's gonna happen. She also has an issue with her AC in her car, so she's getting that fixed. And she's like, oh, can I call you when I'm done? I said, yeah, for sure, you can call me. But if it's after 4, it's probably not gonna happen because I need to go meet with her, have enough time to come back home and get ready. I wanna get changed, I wanna shower, and I wanna do my makeup a little bit so that I look a little bit more presentable and, you know, just feel good, you know, a little bit, because I don't get to go out much. So yeah, I'm gonna meet my friend for dinner, and then I've gone ahead and I seasoned the meat already for my meal prep because I'm going to need to meal prep early tomorrow before I leave. But I'm thinking I'm gonna get up earlier than I want to. I've been sleeping in this whole entire time that I've been here. I've been getting up at like 10 o'clock if I want to.
Must
and
be
it's
nice.
I was about to say it is nice actually, because every other day I'm waking up at 5:45 to get up and go exercise. Even when I don't have school, I'm still trying to stay in that rhythm of getting up early. I'm still working, I'm volunteering. So yeah, it is kind of nice to have those days to sleep in, because I think the last 3 weeks or month and a couple days, my brain took a hit. So yeah, we're gonna go do an oil change and then I'll come back home, get ready. Tomorrow will be meal prep today. Today is dinner, tomorrow's coffee, meal prep. I don't know if I'm going to video when I go to coffee, but I'm thinking I'm gonna get up early because my stepdad and my mom have to go to their rental unit, having a little bit of issues. So my stepdad already asked me, he's like, are you gonna be here tomorrow? Yeah, I'm gonna be here tomorrow, but I leave tomorrow. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get up early, do all my stuff, go for my run, meal prep, go with them to their rental unit, and then go meet my friend for coffee, and then I'll just head back home. But we're gonna go get my oil change, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I just came home from dropping my mom off to work and getting my oil change. It is raining cats and dogs outside. So my friend texted me while I was at the oil changer. She said to me that she has plans, other arrangements that are basically not gonna work with our timeline. Mind you, get this, I messaged her since I was in Montreal. Our plan was, sorry, the lighting was just not the best. Our plan was to meet at 3:15 since I was in Montreal. We planned this earlier in the week. But anyways, it is what it is. So yes, back to it raining like cats and dogs. That's why Hennessy is whining. Henny loves the water. So anybody who has a Springer Spaniel, you will know that they are hunting dogs. They live for the water. So he wants to go outside right now. I know that's exactly what he wants out of my soul. And my soul, hold on, let me turn you guys around. I just want to lift up the viewfinder. So yes, my soul right now is I don't want to put him outside. I'm going to, because I'm not going to torture my dog like that. But hold on, let me open the door. Henny, you want to go outside? He's playing me. I open the door, he hushes. So I don't think he wants to go outside. Maybe he does, but I have to find a coat anyway, or I can just use my umbrella. But I'm gonna meal prep today because I have about 2 hours. I'm gonna get ready at 5 o'clock to go out, so I have some time to kill. So the meat's already seasoned up. I wanted to barbecue because I was gonna make hamburgers. I love to barbecue in the rain, so I'm probably gonna do it anyways because that's just me. I barbecue all year round, so be it summer, winter, fall, I will barbecue when I have access to a barbecue. What I'm hoping is that the sun's gonna come back out again and I'm going to hunt for the rainbow. I'm gonna chase the rainbow. I love rainbows and I love sunsets. That's something about me that I really love. So what I will do is I'm gonna get organized. I'll put you guys down and we'll meal prep. I'm not entirely sure yet. Like, hold on, let me put you guys down. Let's get situated in the kitchen, because I don't know. My camera's not that big, but still, I think it's the tripod that makes a difference. Like you're holding it up. So yeah, let me put you guys down. Okay, so I have you guys propped down. I don't know if I said yesterday, but I did pick up carnations at the grocery store. I had a feeling my light was gonna go out because I didn't bring the charger with me. Let's see if I can bring you guys here. Let's see, let's play around a little bit because this is gonna be tricky to finesse. I just realized, like, if I'm gonna meal prep, where I have you guys right now is not the safest. Hold on, let's there. That should be better for the lighting. So we have a bit of a pickle with the meal prep and my lighting. My light, I knew it was gonna die. It was on, yeah, it's on 1 in the back, and I knew. I didn't bring the charger with me. If I can find a USB kicking around in the house, maybe, but I didn't bring the charger. And usually I'm really good at charging that thing when I'm in Montreal, but I was shooting a lot of short form content last week that rookie mistake or human mistake. I just didn't charge it. So basically I did go ahead and I seasoned up my meat. So this is the ground beef. I was planning to make hamburgers, but I think I'm going to still, because I see the sun kind of trying to poke its head out, and worst case scenario, I have an umbrella. So I'm gonna make hamburger patties with these. I really love having these with lettuce wraps. Quick, easy, healthy meal. So that is a go for me. I actually loved that down last week. So have those there. And then chicken breast is a great protein, like when you're trying to be on a healthy lifestyle. Right now, I would say that I'm still in weight loss. Like, I went back to weight loss. I haven't weighed myself. I have a really bad relationship with the scale, so I don't weigh myself. How I go off of is how my clothes are fitting. So when my clothes start to fit looser and I notice that my face is slimming down, my waist is slimming down, I'm not a top heavy person. So I know what to look for in my body. So when I start to get a little bit thicker up top, I know, okay, like, bring it back. And there were some hormonal things last year that basically had me like kind of bloat up and get a big back. But I've been religiously making conscious efforts and conscious strides to just get back to what I feel is my healthiest, what I feel my comfiest at. I've also upped my runs because I said, you know what? This 5K thing isn't working. Like, for my mental health, yeah, it was working. For my lifestyle, it was working. But before I moved to Montreal, so 3.5 years ago, I was running 8K 6 days a week. So of course my body looked completely different. I was lifting. I have a love-hate relationship with lifting. I feel like consistently I can do it if I'm going to the gym, but at home I have the weights, but there's something there. So there's like that push-pull relationship with weightlifting, and I would like to start doing it again. I feel like my bat wings are batting, like my bat wings that are these. Just feel like I don't have as much muscle tone on my body as I would like. And also, muscle is gonna help you with losing weight, maintaining that weight, because the muscle is gonna help you to burn some of that fuel. So yeah, anyways, that was a bit of a tangent, but I like to make healthy meals and healthy protein. So this is chicken breast, and basically I'm gonna do some sweet potato. Debated about egg white egg bites, but since I'm not at home, I was gonna boil some eggs, but I need to boil 8 eggs for the week. I'm not about to do that to my mom. I'm not gonna use 8 eggs. Whereas when I make my egg bites, I'm averaging 4 eggs, 5 eggs with some cottage cheese to thicken it up and spread it out. And then I have vegetables. So I'm honestly thinking I'm gonna do the egg bites, but I had boiled eggs last week and I love them. I forgot how much I love boiled eggs and how quick they are. So I think I'm gonna be a creature of habit, and I'm gonna make what I normally make, which are egg bites. So for my 2 proteins, I'm gonna have some extra lean ground beef patties, some chicken breast. Then I'm gonna have some sweet potato and egg white egg bites. I might steam up some vegetables as well, and that'll be just a quick prep to get me through the week. I honestly just need my proteins to be ready for dinner, because I can just whip up something real quick for dinner if I want a different side. And then it's mostly my lunches. It's going to work. It cuts down that time. And also, I don't like going home to cook after work. I'm gonna be completely honest. If it's like making a side, like if it's making couscous, making potatoes or something like that, I don't mind. But to go home after work, after a long day, and maybe having a heavy case, you don't wanna cook a meal. I mean, it's therapeutic sometimes, but it's like that 50-50 split, where some days I would like to do it because I love to cook, but then there's other days where it's like, nah, I just spent all day at work. I'm good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably not gonna get changed. I'm in jeans and a tee, and honestly, I wanna get started on cooking because it's 3. So it'll take me about like an hour and a half realistically, bring me to 5, and then I can get ready, and then I can link up with my friends. So I just keep looking out because I'm hoping that the sun's gonna come back out. There was no rain in the forecast. So yeah, I'll turn you guys around and we'll cook. I mean, the chicken, I think I'm gonna make all the proteins on the barbecue, to be honest, and then I'll just make the egg bites and the sweet potatoes in the oven, and that'll be that. So yeah, I'll turn you guys around real quick, and we'll get to cooking. We'll do the damn thing in the kitchen. All right, so I'm just waiting for it to focus on me. I'm really excited because the sun's coming out in the front. So it means that the sun's slowly gonna start peaking in the back. And I mean, it kind of is, because if you notice, it's much brighter on me now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make the ingredients, or not make the ingredients, but I'm gonna put the ingredients together for the egg bites. So I'm sure some of you have probably seen it all over social media. So to get that like fluffy like egg bite recipe that you would get from a store commercial, you have to use cottage cheese. And the good thing about cottage cheese is you're gonna add more protein into it anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my eggs into this, and then I'm gonna add a couple scoops of cottage cheese. Now I just use the no name 1% cottage cheese. Honestly, whatever cottage cheese I can get my hands on is what I'm gonna get. I don't really care too much about the name brand. Surprisingly, this doesn't bother me. I know I can find lactose-free cottage cheese, but there's something about cottage cheese that it doesn't really bother me and it doesn't affect me. So I'm gonna go in with this. It's high protein, so it'll add more protein with your eggs. Half a cup is 100 calories, and I don't even know if I use half a cup, to be honest. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead, we'll do that. We'll scoop it all up in there. I'm gonna put it in the blender. When I'm at home, I use my bullet, which is easier to clean and not so much for pain. But we're working with the tools that we have. We can't be too picky. I mean, I could wait until later on into the week, but when I do that, it adds a little bit more stress to my life. I mean, I could do it tomorrow when I get home because I'm getting home earlier. I thought I was gonna get home later on Monday because I was going for a late dinner. That's not the case. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, do the egg bites, and yeah, I'm just gonna use frozen vegetables. But I think I put them downstairs yesterday, so I might have to go and find them, because I put everything that went in the freezer downstairs, and that was just me. But anyways, we'll just get into making egg bites. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can hear the oven, but I have it preheating. So I'm just going in with some California veggies. They're frozen vegetables. I like to use those for my white egg bites. I use those, or I use like the split peas and carrots ones. Honestly, it's just easier for me to do it frozen. And I mean, a frozen bag of vegetables lasts me way longer, and I can get a couple portions of egg bites made with a bag of vegetables. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to still do the baked vegetables that I was going to, like I was going to bake some of the vegetables. I might, but I'm not sure yet. Just because I think, actually no, I will. I'm pretty sure I have a bag of veggies at home. Now, I used half a bag of vegetables for this. I really like this silicone egg tray thing, or maybe it's a muffin tray. It's not necessarily specifically for eggs. I got it at Value Village. I need to replace the one that I currently have at home. But my mom said to me, she's like, why don't you just take this? She's like, no one uses it but you. And honestly, I don't come home nearly as often as I used to. So I'm not really missing out. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up. I believe I have enough mix. If I don't, I'll just add another egg or two, but I think I should have enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the eggs. Okay, so something that I didn't take into consideration is that these are gonna rise. So that's something else to take into consideration when you're making your egg bites. With cottage cheese, the cottage cheese is gonna cause them to fluff up a bit. They will kind of deflate again when you take them and they've had time to cool off and they settle. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 2 eggs and then I'm going to put about 2.5 tablespoons of cottage cheese into the container so that I can fill up 1, 2, 3, because currently right now there's not enough mix to go around for those. All right, so I went ahead and I blended the mixture. If I don't, like if I have some remaining, what I will do is I will top off the other egg bites with them, because some of them are, like, they're almost borderline full. They're not completely full, but again, as I did say, they will rise a bit. Now, yeah, I have just like a little bit left over to fill up the tops of them. It's okay if you get it like a little bit messy, especially if you're using a silicone one. It's so easy to just wipe off and go. And what I really like about the silicone egg white, or I should stop calling them egg whites, but because I use them for that, that's what I associate them with. But silicone muffin trays, they're so easy to clean and nothing gets stuck to the bottom of them. That's what I love about them. So my oven is heated up. It's heated up already to 375. So I will go ahead and pop these in. Then we'll do the chopping of the sweet potatoes and all that good stuff, because proteins they're pretty much good to go. Maybe what I will do is I will probably pop out real quick to see what the barbecue is looking like and heat that up. So yeah, well, I know it's weird because you guys aren't going to see me. Sorry. Hold on, let me lift you guys up. I keep forgetting that you're not seeing me when I'm talking to you. It's so hard. I think I'm just so used to, before, like doing short form content, people didn't always see me, and it's easier to do voiceovers with short form content, but if you're looking at my long form, you want to see me. So yeah, basically I'm gonna pop these in the oven, then I might go outside, heat up the barbecue, see what it's looking like, because I might have to clean it, and then sweet potatoes, and I think we're good. Like, this is gonna be the quickest prep of my life because I did part of the work. For me, the biggest part of prepping is seasoning your meats, like cleaning them, seasoning them, figuring out what you're gonna do. And honestly, if you are struggling with meal prepping, I tell you, once you've done it and you found a rhythm, an hour and a half max, you're in and out of the kitchen. I mean, mind you, if you're cooking for one person, 2 people max, same thing. I would just stretch out what I'm making. I would spread it out. I mean, larger families, you might be in the kitchen a little bit longer. But honestly, if you're a single person, I highly, highly recommend meal prepping, especially if you're finding it hard to find balance in your lifestyle, be it if you're trying to maintain a certain goal physically, or if you just feel like you feel like your productivity list is so long that you can't manage it all. I highly recommend meal prepping. I cannot say enough about meal prepping. So yes, let's get this thing done. Okay, so I picked up 3 sweet potatoes when I was at the grocery store. I'm thinking I'm going to dice up 2 of these, and then the other one I will use to make sweet potato fries. I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead real quick. I'm gonna rinse these off and then we'll chop them up. Okay, so I've gone ahead, I've rinsed them off. I'm drying them with paper towel. Now, a trick to not get your potatoes soggy is to always dry them off, like sweet potatoes. I had a colleague say to me, she's like, I don't know why, but my sweet potatoes never look like yours. They don't turn out the same. And I said, well, do you dry them off after you've washed them? Because if you haven't, you're not gonna get them nice and crispy. And I like to sprinkle them a little bit with flour sometimes, but it really depends. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to season them with garlic powder and some black pepper. I'm just putting them in a silicone dish. I bought these silicone dishes. I think I got them from Dollarama, to be honest. I can't remember. So this is basically what they look like right here. I use them to make brownies for my stepdad. So I find them really good to do, and I highly recommend getting silicone dishes. It's a lifesaver. You don't have to worry about nothing sticking to the bottom. And I did go ahead, I took off my bandage. Earlier in the vlog, I explained why. I was trying to open the Parmesan cheese container and my nail popped off. I was like, okay, that's cute. Not, but in all honesty, I had a feeling it was gonna break because I saw like a little hairline fracture on it when I went to basically do something the other day. Now, I'm trying to film short form content at the same time, and I don't think this is gonna work because of the angle that I'm on. So it's a little tricky, but it's all good. It's because I had to like hyper zoom my phone because of everything that I have going on in the background. But then my hand ends up being in the shot. So basically, done the sweet potato, one of them. I will add vegetables on top, then I'll add the other potato. So I'll be right back. I had to push you guys back so that I could get stuff into frame. It's totally okay. Basically, what I'm going to do is speed this up. I try and do meal prep content on my Instagram at least. Well, it would help if we pressed start, the little red button. We were there cooking up and chopping up sweet potatoes. So yeah, I try and do short form content on Instagram for my meal preps at least once a week. I've been slacking this summer, I'm not gonna lie. I even want to film a prep video for YouTube. That'll probably be next weekend. So I'm gonna bring you guys back up again so you can see me, because we're just chopping up stuff here, and then I'm gonna add the veggies to the sweet potato. So yeah, I want to do another meal prep video because I don't think I've done one all month. Yeah, I haven't. I think I posted one last month, but this month I haven't. And honestly, I knew my content was gonna lag a little bit this month because of school. Like, my priority is school. As much as I love creating content, long form content is a little bit more of a beast than short form content is. And that goes without saying because you have to edit stuff, and I've really been trying my best. Sorry guys, I just want to reach over and grab a spatula. I've really been just trying my best to get better, you know, get better with my editing, get better with my filming. Like, if I don't like something, redoing it, taking constructive criticism. Like, my cousin, she really does, she does give me lots of good feedback. Like, I'm sure she'll be proud of me when she sees this, that I'm not cooking and staring you guys down while I'm cooking and adding stuff. She's like, you know, you can look down and you don't have to look in the camera because it's really creepy when you're looking in your bag and you're looking in the camera. Well, I never thought it was creepy, but I can see how it could be creepy. So basically, I've gone ahead and I've put some coconut oil on top. This is basically going to get mixed up. Once the coconut oil melts, then I'll be able to spin it around and toss it, and then it'll get coated around everything. This is just some ground pepper that I'm cracking over it. And then we are going to season this up. I was like, should I have done that part? But maybe I should have. Trying to switch out all my content and just really trying to do different things. So yeah, oven, and then we're ready for our protein. So I have to go outside and clean the barbecue, but the sun keeps being peekaboo and there's no rainbow in sight yet. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I just went outside. Sorry, I felt like something was scratching me. More like a mosquito. But anyways, it's because it's wet outside. But surprisingly, there haven't been that many. There were lots at the beginning of the summer, but now there's not so many. So I'm hoping that that will be the trend. So I'm just going ahead. I seasoned my ground beef earlier today. So I just have a various amount of different spices. I have some onions, some cilantro in here, some garlic powder, some pepper, a few of the cool running spices that I do enjoy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn you guys, or bring you down a little bit. You'll probably see my phone, and that's okay, because I'm gonna be, as I said, I'm doing short form content and my long form. So then that way my meal prep is already done and it's ready and it's good to go. So I'll just leave short form going and then do like a little cut to it. So I'm just gonna mix this all together. I already did. Now what I like to do to keep my ground beef solid, like to get those nice patties, I use an egg wash, and then I also use breadcrumbs to get it to stay. Now breadcrumbs, of course, are gonna add more carbohydrates and like add a little bit more calories to it. So that's why I like to use an egg wash. And if you chill it in the fridge and you give it time to really marinate and chill, then you don't really have to worry about it actually solidifying, because it will. I can guarantee you that it will. It's not my first rodeo. I'm just thinking sometimes the shot on this I could probably use for short form. Oh, I did bring my iPad. I was about to say, I don't think I brought my iPad with me, but I did. I did. So we'll see. And then of course my battery light is flashing at me. And I don't even feel like I used my camera that much today, but I do have a battery on the charger. I did walk with 3. One of the batteries I don't have the charger for because I bought it off of Amazon. So I'm basically just gonna let this keep going, and when it cuts, just because I don't want to touch my camera after my hand has been in meat. And again, I think prepping, you'll get used to what you like in terms of ratio. You'll know how much ground beef will spread you. I don't know the kgs on the package because I don't have the package anymore, but I would say that this was a single pack of ground lean ground beef, extra lean. So I don't have the package, so I can't tell you how many kilograms are in it. But right now I'm at 5 burgers. I might be able to stretch it and get 7. We'll see. Again, if you don't like the way something comes out, just do it again. Like, it's really easy to just roll it back up. I like to roll them as if I'm making meatballs and then flatten them. I feel like that gives me the best burger shape. Again, some of them are gonna end up being different sizes, and I'm not a stickler for that, so whatever goes. So that's basically the ratio on that. I'm trying to see where I can get a good angle on my camera because of where my camera is placed. I know, like, the smushing, I got it for short form, but yeah. I guess you guys are getting like a lot of behind the scenes from me. Let me know in the comments if you like that. Like, do you like seeing how I kind of finesse my content a bit? So yeah, we've got seven burger patties, and that's good because on some days when like I want a little bit more protein, I can have 2. And I generally have the burgers at home. I don't really bring them for lunch. Sometimes I'll have a burger at work, but it's not very often. So this makes a quick, easy, nice dinner. And there we go. I'm gonna rinse off my hands and I'll see you guys in a bit. And by rinse, I meant wash my hands. So yeah, that's why the water is going up for much longer than it probably should if I'm rinsing, but I was washing my hands. And I'm just gonna see you guys in a minute. Okay, so I have everything set up and I'm ready, but I went inside to get a spatula because the burgers were kind of separating and I didn't want it. Yeah, it's like they're separating on me as I go to put them down. So I'm not sure what happened there. And I have my phone going on like, and I'm watching Henny. This is just turning into like a fiasco here. So basically, I'm gonna pop them on the grill. I'm gonna turn the grill down because the grill is really hot. And hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm kind of far from the camera. But basically, I need to redo all of these balls. And then editing that short form content is going to be a royal pain because I'm literally like opposed to me doing this like seamlessly in like one go. It's turning into like they're slowly dropping down on the grill. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's just the fact that maybe they were too soft, like the egg wash to the meat ratio. Not sure. And then I have to remember that I don't have a lot of room on the grill, or I have to leave room on the grill. I have to leave room on the grill for the chicken breast, so I just realized like the placement of the burgers might have been too wide width-wise. But I have a rag here that I can use to clean up my hands with, so I can show you guys real quick what I'm working with on the grill. And I think like the grill's pretty hot, so rag. It's hard out here for a camp. So yeah, I think we were able to get that shot. Turn you guys around real quick, let you see what the grill's looking like. And there we go. So those are the burgers there. I have the barbecue set to pretty low. It was on high before, so I know the grill plates are steaming. That's that. I'm gonna go ahead and lay the chicken out, and then I'll basically show you guys and then cover the grill and let it do what it's gonna do. I'm grabbing a spatula and some other stuff. Sorry if that was a little shaky. I had to come back inside because the camera overheated and now I'm really like super exposed. I don't know what the hell's going on. And I think I just felt a drizzle. So hold on, there we go. I was like, I don't understand why I'm so hyper exposed, and then now I don't have any real good light. I think it's just because of the overcast and the clouds. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the grill because I had to go inside to let my camera cool off. So that's it there. I need to flip these burgers ASAP, and my chicken, the grease is starting to smoke. So all in all, everything's looking good, but I think I need to hurry up because it's starting to rain. So what I will do is I'm gonna just cook everything up out here, and then I'll show you guys the finished prep because I got work to do. Okay, so we're in the dining room. I feel like my hair looks a little crazy, but I'll figure it out a little bit later. It's kind of hard when you're here and you don't have like your normal hair products, but I'll figure it out a little bit after. So I'm gonna turn you guys around real quick. So here we have it. Those are the hamburger patty, egg white egg bites, chicken breast, vegetable, and I just put my sweet potato fries up in a container. I will explain real quick. So basically what had happened was my sweet potato fries didn't turn out the way that I exactly wanted them to, so I know that when I pop them in the air fryer to warm them up, they'll get that crispy coating that I want, but for right now they don't have that. So it is 4:45 right now. I need to finish filming that for short form. I saw something fly by. I don't know if it was a mosquito. I know I already killed one. I already got one. But I don't know if it was a fly or a mosquito or a moth. But anyways, hold on. Let me put you guys down. Let me get you guys down. All right, so basically what I need to do is finish tidying up. I have one more dish to wash, and then I want to film that for short form and take a picture. So basically I want my picture for Instagram for the cover, I guess is what it's called. I believe it's a cover. So I want that to be there, and then I want to have like the end snapshot of the video. I have a video already going. I was editing, cleaning, and doing the video. I don't know, I'm kind of happy with it, but there's one part of the video that I'm just not entirely okay with because of the audio that I've selected for it, and it's okay. But what I will do is I'll insert a clip of the short form after this, and then be sure to follow me on Instagram. Have I been as active as I normally am on Instagram? Absolutely not, but I do post mostly meal prep and each other to show up every single day and get moving and do the thing. So originally my Instagram started off as my wellness page, but because I primarily did a lot of meal prepping, I was able to focus on my before and after pictures, my meal preps, my activity. So I still do a lot of that, but YouTube is pretty much like my space where I can do everything. I feel for Instagram, you really niche down. And because I'm primarily a food page and wellness page, it's really hard to add the beauty in there. I do have a few Sephora boxings up there, and I do dibble and dabble, and I do post certain things on there, but primarily my IG is for like health and wellness. So if you're into any of that stuff and you want to see meal preps regularly, be sure to follow me on Instagram. There's a lot of inspo on there, and yeah, my Instagram is mostly like a stories page at this point, but I do go on there and I do reels periodically, and I have a love-hate relationship with Instagram, if I'm being completely honest, and I knew that a long time ago. So I think that's why I segued to YouTube, because I felt I was so niche down and I was so limited to a little box, and I'm more than just a little box, and I wanted to be able to share every and anything. So I would say my Instagram is mostly like a wellness, and it's like a foodie page as well, because I do get a lot of my collabs through there, and I'm still an ambassador for Sage. So there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that on IG, and if you want to follow me on IG, please be sure to go ahead. It's at WITHTRACEEE. I will leave my handle on the screen, but you can also find the handle in my bio. So I'm going to go ahead, finish up that stuff, then I will go get ready. So I will touch base when I'm done getting ready, because I need to leave my house at 6 o'clock. I believe the restaurant is give or take about a half an hour away from my house, but there's construction and there's stuff going on, so it's better to just leave and be safe and give yourself ample time. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I want to listen to some music too, so I got a lot of things that I need to get done in an hour, because I do also want to do the caption for the post for Instagram. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna post it after dinner, so I don't know, we'll see. As long as the video's edited, I can do the caption after. It's not, I'm not pressed, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it's some time later, and yes, I know, probably look a little bit different. I'm probably wearing a lot of beat for a girls' night out, but because the reason I say that is because we're just going for dinner. Now I'm waiting for my car to connect, and I know my Bluetooth is gonna go off, so I'm just gonna mute my audio. That way we don't have any issues. So yeah, I don't know if I said it earlier, but we're going for Korean barbecue. I haven't been for Korean barbecue in forever. Now at first, let me back up a bit, because right now it looks like I'm not wearing anything. There we go. I just wanted to look at least like I'm wearing a shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts, by the way. But either way, what was I saying? So yes, I haven't had Korean barbecue for a while. I've only ever had Korean barbecue twice. I've had it once in Ottawa, and then I had it once in Montreal when I first moved there. Now, I wanted to go to the place that I originally went to when I came, like, to the very first time in Ottawa. They are now rated 3.8 stars, or I think less than that, 3.6. But all of the reviews are not the most positive, so didn't want to go there. We're going to a place in Centertown. They have 2 locations. So I'm thinking what we're probably going to do is just split the bill, because it's like a table type of restaurant. It's not like an all you can eat, I don't think, based off of what I was looking for on their site. You have to choose 2 proteins. I think the 2 proteins are included, but then they have like a table spread. So her and I will look into it, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do when we get there. I am probably not going to vlog much of me there. Maybe when I get there I will vlog, show you the place a bit, and then mostly vlog the food. I don't know how she feels about me vlogging with her there. She does know that I vlog, but in all honesty, I try to respect the time that I have with my friends when I'm with them, because I don't get to see them very often. But some of them are team vlog away, some of them are not, and the ones that I know are not team vlog, I just respect their wishes and I do my thing. Either I do my thing in secret and I just vlog the content that I need, or I capture the whole essence. So what I will do is go. It's about 25 minutes away, so I was right, about half an hour, and I need to look for parking. It's going to be all street parking downtown, so gonna do that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen her in like a month and change, so it'll be nice. And again, it's just nice to do a lot of things that I haven't done.
seaweed, potato salad, bean sprout, japchae, bacon jelly, and cucumber. Just extra plate for the corn cheese later. And this is gonna be your dipping sauce. Some garlic and kimchi here. And egg water.
Egg water.
Yeah.
Oh, it becomes egg. Scrambled egg. And then everything here is refillable.
Yeah. But this one you cook for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And after that you can just use your spoon to scoop it and start eating it.
We have spoon.
Yeah.
There's a stainless steel spoon in there.
Oh, is there?
There you go, enjoy it. So when you need something more, ask any server, okay? They will bring a new one for you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna put the lettuce here just so you can reach it. Thank you.
Do you want to just put it in the bowl? Because it's going to be like well done.
Yeah. In this bowl? Probably we can just take it. Oh my god, the eggs are hot. Freaking hot.
No, but be careful because it's super wet. Okay, so I'm in the car. I want to apologize real quick for the lighting. I know it's terrible. I didn't get to talk to you guys before I ran into the restaurant because I had to try and figure out this whole parking situation. I am parked in a very sketchy place. So the restaurant has back street parking, like a parking lot in the back, but I'm beside like two dumpsters. It's really dark. It's not a vibe. And honestly, I think if I parked on the other side, I'd have better lighting. But all in all, the restaurant was really good. I think the thing with Korean barbecue is it hits you like after. Right now, I'm still feeling like, I could probably eat some more, but like, no, you're full. And it was a little bit messy, like the lettuce was still kind of wet, so I was glad that it was washed and it was clean, but it made for a messy situation. But I definitely really enjoyed this place. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. I don't know if it's still open, and I might pronounce it wrong, but I believe it's Dal Dongada. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but what I will do is I will leave it on the screen. And if you're in the Ottawa area, they have two locations. They have one that is downtown, and then they have one that is on Somerset. So I mean, they're both downtown, but one's more actually like in the Byward Market. But either way, you guys got to see the restaurant. I did a montage, and the food was superb. Honestly, my cup is very full today. I had a really good time, and it's hard that I didn't really get to talk to my friend while we were there. It was like near the end of dinner that we got to talk, because you're cooking everything, you're trying to make sure it doesn't burn, you're trying not to make a mess, you're cleaning up after yourself. So honestly, it was a vibe. Really needed it. I do need to rush now to the other end of town to pick up my mom after she's done work. We are not going to talk about how I get there. She does not need to know what time it is when I get there, but when I get there, I get there. I will probably touch base again when I get home and it's just a little bit better better lighting. If I do not, I will get to see you guys tomorrow, but I will probably touch base when I get home a little bit and digress. All right, so I am finally home. I am craving something sweet, so I'm gonna make a little bit of ice cream. And please explain to me why my dog is just now eating his breakfast. It's 9:50 at night. So, my mother told me lately his food's a little dry, so she adds water. And I heard she makes it like soup. So I took that to mean that she puts water in the bowl with his food and it's like a broth. So I put lots of water in his soup. Either in his food, not his soup. So either way, he has soggy cornflakes is what I'm calling them. And he's sitting there eating them now. I said, no, like, he's definitely eating them. And she said it's an appetizer. She said it was an appetizer, and this is what now, mommy? The main event?
The main course.
The main course. So yeah, I'm gonna go wash my face, get settled. I'm gonna have some ice cream. My mom and I are just gonna chill. We're going to play a game of Scrabble and watch a movie. And that's gonna be that. Good morning. So it is the following day. I just finished getting ready. I was supposed to meet a friend for 1 for coffee. It's now like 12:20, 12:25, and I'm now asked if I can move it back to 1:30. So I was gonna start editing or continue editing the video, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I'll probably get 5 minutes of work done, and I need to slowly pack up my stuff. Sorry, my mom is doing her chores. But yeah, so I'm just chilling here with Henny. He's a little cross. Yeah, look at that face.
Did you take any mangoes?
I did take mangoes, but she said, did I take any mangoes? Of course, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go scrounge her 2 more because I know my mom, she doesn't like sharing her mangoes. But if I can take some, I'm going to take some. So yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of the morning, like a few minutes packing. I need to get gas. So I'm gonna just grab 1 and 2. I don't want to take too many because she has some that are ripe, but I feel like if I don't eat them quick enough, then they ripen too fast, and I have kind of like a fruit fly problem at home. Sorry, I was looking for my bag. I don't know where I put it, but I better hurry up with this music because she's listening to her music and I don't want it copywritten. So yeah, I don't have enough time to edit, but I will slowly put my stuff together, and it's okay. I rushed to do my run and then get ready, but I have plenty of time now. But either way, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I'll see you guys a little bit later when I go to get coffee. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna vlog on my camera or my phone, but I'll see you guys a little bit. Alright, so I am back and I'm in the car. I didn't vlog when I first got here because when I got here, the parking lot was full for the actual coffee house. So I had to find an adjacent parking lot close by where I could park. So we went to Figaro Coffee House, which is located in Ottawa South. Now, I like this because one, it's not really inexpensive. They have a lot of pastries. Sorry, it's not really inexpensive. I meant to say it is really inexpensive. They have a lot of pastries. They have an assortment of coffees. They have seasonal coffee, summer drinks, and it's just very nice. There's lots of seating. So they have a front section and then they have a back section. So there's plenty of seating, and it would be nice if you needed to work, study. So yes, I will leave it on the screen. It's Figaro Coffee House again. So I'm gonna show you our order, and I almost ordered it again. So yes, the croissant down here, the custard croissant, to absolutely die for. I almost got another one to go home with, but I said no. I said don't be craving, don't be peckish, just get something simple, and I did. So for the drive back, when I do get hungry, I have a ham and cheese croissant here. Their croissants are really, really good. They're nice and buttery, flaky, but not too extremely flaky. Very nice to eat. And then I just got myself a chocolate chunk cookie to go with that. Now, their macchiatos are very short. So they have a short, a double, and I forget what the other one is, but I went with a short, I guess. Got it iced. It was so small. So I do want something to drink on the way home, and I do like me a nice chai latte. They don't have any matcha there, which I find strange, but maybe it's just not a hit there. So I'm going to grab my straw. I put my matcha up at the top. So this is it here. The top of it just comes with some frothed milk. I put some cinnamon on top. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stir it with a straw. Oh wow, they're old school straws. I haven't seen one of these in forever. So it's a bendy straw. I haven't seen one of these in forever. Man, it's the weirdest things that kind of just pique our nostalgic moment. So yes, let's give it a taste test. So I don't think I had to add extra cinnamon to this, but it's nice. It's not overly sweet, and it's very flavorful, so it's very spicy. You can taste the cinnamon in here. Yeah, you can taste the cinnamon. Honestly, very good. Not too sweet. Perfect little thing to quench my thirst while I head back to La Ville de Montréal. So yeah, it's 3 o'clock now. I'm probably gonna get back at 5 o'clock if all things go smoothly and there's not a ton of traffic. I just have to put up my stuff when I get back. There's not that much to put up this time around, but there is some stuff that I want to get done, and I think today is going to be a pretty chill day. I'm going to go home, put my stuff up, and do a bit of editing because I do want to put a vlog up to this week, not today, obviously. I was going to say tomorrow, but knowing me, not happening. So I think, in all honesty, I'll probably put up the vlog on Thursday. So that vlog would be the vlog where I went to Quebec with my cousin. Or I shouldn't say I went to Quebec. I was in Quebec, but I was touring a part of Quebec I've never seen before. So yes, I spent some much needed art time with my cousin, and that was great. And then that would have been the vlog that I'm working on that you would have seen before this one. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. And then yeah, I'll touch base when I get back home to Montreal. So I'll see you guys in a little while. Okay, so I am finally home. The drive wasn't that bad. It was pretty decent, to be honest. Did I bump into any traffic? Of course, on the bridge I did. And then, yeah, it was just the bridge. Actually, no, it was the bridge, and it was also in Dorval. For some reason, there was no accident, there was no construction, but we kind of came to a standstill in Dorval. But I made it home in one piece. I don't know why. I thought I would be rested, rejuvenated, and relaxed from my weekend in Ottawa. Turns out I'm not. I don't know why, but I'm actually really sleepy. So I have my stuff to go ahead and put away and get organized for tomorrow because I have work. But if you made it this far in the vlog, I appreciate you and thank you so much. Do not forget to like, comment, and share to help your girl out. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video here. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on future content and you join my community, and don't forget to turn on your bell notifications. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time it is that you're seeing this. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.